This is a video chart for Oro Gold Resources, stock ticker OGR.V, brought to you by allpennystocks.com and baystreet.ca, with technical analysis from 123learntotrade.com. Right now we're looking at the 15-minute intraday chart of OGR.V, and we can see that for the past several days, past couple of weeks really, the stock has been in a short-term downtrend, which is defined by this trend line right here. It's been on kind of lower volume, and it's been just a short-term intraday downtrend, so I'm not overly concerned about it. I think the majority of our analysis should be done on the daily chart, which we're going to switch over to right now. And we can see that short-term downtrend line is really just a small part of the big picture here. I think the big picture here is the area of support that we're approaching, which is right around the 35-36 cent area. It's a very strong area of support. We can see that we hit that area and bounced off of it very nicely back in February. And once again, we are reapproaching that area right now. That area was defined actually on the weekly chart, which we'll look at briefly at the end of this video. However, we can see that as price approaches this 36-35 cent area, volume is declining very quickly, which tells us that the downward buying pressure is deteriorating. And what I'd like to see now is some volume come into the picture and see the buyers come in and cause price to kind of curl around and bounce off this area of support. So if we zoom in a little bit, we can see last time that we encountered this area in February, we rallied all the way up to the 78 cent area, which is a major area of resistance. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen once again, but we should at least see a temporary rebound off of this very strong area of support here. And what happened back then is kind of similar to this scenario in that we saw volume decline as we approached that area. And then as price began to rally and turn around, we saw volume increase. And volume continued to increase all the way to the climax, which was around the 78 cent area. So that definitely could happen again. We are setting up in kind of a similar scenario as that. It'd be something very interesting to watch to see if price does continue to turn around from here. Let's zoom out one last time. We're going to take a look at the weekly chart on this stock, and we can see that this area was defined actually off the chart back before 2005, but it's been a very strong area ever since then. We can see that it was an effective area back in 2008 as well during the market crash, and so far in all of 2009, price respected that area aside from breaking through it once. So kind of we broke down below it, and we were below it very temporarily, just for a matter of a few months, and then price immediately broke back above it on very high volume and shot all the way up to the 104, 105 area. So this is definitely an area that has stimulated a lot of buyers before, and we can see that once again as we approach that area, we should once again see buyers jump back into the picture. Once again, we can see here this declining volume on the weekly chart as well. So what we'll want to see is the next few candles rising volume as well as upward price movement as we bounce off this 35-36 cent area. So once again, this is a video chart for Oro Gold Resources, stock ticker OGR.V, brought to you by allpennystocks.com and baystreet.ca, with technical analysis from 123learntotrade.com. If you have any questions about this chart or any of the techniques that were outlined during this video, feel free to stop by my website, 123learntotrade.com, where we offer private coaching forums, one-on-one coaching support, as well as video courses. As always, please remember that these are only 123learntotrade.com's interpretations of Oro Gold Resources stock chart. Investors and traders are always encouraged to do their own due diligence and consult with their financial advisor prior to placing any trades. Past performance is not indicative of future results.